Hello, I'm Jax, and I have no idea why I'm here. They dragged me out of my cave for no apparent reason besides to be here. And this is my friend. What's your name?
My name is Michael Link Griffin.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure.
That's it. And here to talk about cosplay foam fighting.
Cosplay foam fighting. What is that?
Cosplay foam fighting is a new sport that has been brought out to anime and gaming conventions. It's a boffer sport where people can hit each other, safely with foam weapons.
Safely? What's that?
It's where you get to go home without actually dying.
That's boring. No. All right. So, out of curiosity, how did you get started with this?
Well, first I was originally I was a dagger here fighter, where I was in another game where it was a boffer sport, and people fight against each other with foam weapons, and it's very hard hitting and fast paced, and it's a lot of fun. But I wanted to bring something to the cosplay community that was not as hard hitting or as fast paced, and something that everybody would be able to enjoy. So that's why I created Cosplay Foam Fighting.
Okay, so out of curiosity, what are the rules to this? Because, this doesn't hurt at all, and that's saying something.
Well, the rules, they're actually pretty simple. You take a weapon, and if you're hitting the arm goes behind the back. If you're hitting the leg, you either drop down to a knee, or you flamingo hop. You lift up your leg, to show that your leg's been injured. And if you're hitting the chest, or the stomach, or the back, or the tops of your shoulders, that is what's considered a death.
Okay, so, crazy question. Are there any special rules to this game?
Yes. If you take a look at the pommels, there will be stripes that are near the pommels to show you what the weapons are able to do. A blue stripe allows you to swing a weapon, either side to side or up and down, and a green stripe allows you to stab with a weapon. So that kind of dictates as to what the weapon is capable of doing.
Okay. So let's just say I come at you like this. Like you said. Would that count as a hit?
That would not count as a hit. There are some illegal moves that we do not allow in cosplay foam fighting to, keep up with safety, because safety is our #1 priority. So there's no face shots.
So
no neck shots. You're not allowed to strike with the pommel. You're only allowed to strike with, the safe part of an edged weapon, like the blade side. And we don't allow grappling. So, there's no actual contact between people. So, there's no grabbing of the wrists or the hand or putting in an arm bar or a headlock.
So no suplexing and choke slamming.
Yeah, that's very, very highly discouraged.
So pretty much no WWE shenanigans on the field.
Yep.
I want a Hornswoggle to come out of nowhere. But, alright. So, you were saying illegal moves. Are there any other illegal moves, would nut shots count as illegal?
Yes, nut shots are illegal targets. That counts as a death shot.
I wonder why.
Yeah, for obvious reasons. But yeah, that's anywhere on the body besides the neck and the head are legal targets. The other thing that it's allowed, but we try not to, is if a hand is holding the weapon, and if you're hit on the knuckles or the top of the hand, then that doesn't count. That's just to make the game a little easier for everyone.
Okay, so you said no grappling, but let's say, if you don't mind, let's say my opponent's slashing at me and I want to grab right here. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, grabbing the handle of a weapon and contesting someone for dominance is perfectly legal.
Is it my turn yet?
Yes. And if you hit me with my own weapon, then that would be a death.
I wonder why. Alright, so I think that actually is more interesting considering the fact that okay, so let's say I hit you with this.
You see, an axe like this does not have a green stripe, so you're not allowed to hit me with a stab motion. You know, you're only allowed to hit me with a clearly marked, you know, edged side of, you know, the axe.
Right. So no butt smacking for no apparent reason on the side of an axe.
No butt smacking with the side, you know, and that goes with the same as a sword. The sword has, you know, a flat side and it has an edged side.
Okay, so with that kind so for shields, and this was a little bit tricky for me. So what about shield bashing?
There's a difference between shield bashing and shield checking. A shield bash, which is allowed in other sports, allows a person to do like a full running charge and then bash their opponent with their shield. That is not allowed in cosplay foam fighting. You know,
Okay.
it's just we feel that it's just too aggressive for the sport.
Okay.
But what is allowed is what's known as shield checking, which is simply a punch. You can punch with a shield and hit a person or hit a sword or a weapon away. You're allowed to check their body.
Okay.
Granted, same rule applies. You know, you're not allowed to check or you're not allowed to edge a person
Right.
on the face or the neck.
But would you be allowed to like come up and actually kind of force them back?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can nudge them back. You can push them back. You can punch them back with the shield. You just can't strike specifically.
Alright. So, out of curiosity, what other conventions have you been at?
Well, so far, Cosplay Foam Fighting has attended SoyCon, RamenCon, MidoriCon, CollisionCon, and Anime Milwaukee. But we also cater to one-day events if you ever throw a party.
Alright. So you're on call 24/7 at that point.
Oh yes.
Always fun. And you go to way more conventions than a normal average Joe, so it kind of works out even better. So, do you have any future plans for these? I mean, you can't always just jump to go. I mean, are you intending to sell these?
Actually, yes, I am. I will be opening up vendors tables and artist alley tables where you can purchase a weapon or multiple of them and bring them home so that you can enjoy the fight.
Don't question it.
Yeah. But you can always enjoy the fight, you know, at home with friends.
Alright, so I can finally actually get some of these and start throwing them at some people.
Absolutely.
But, alright. So is there any way we can actually reach you outside of conventions? Because obviously you go to a lot of conventions, but not everyone sees you.
That's true. You can reach me at facebook.com, Cosplay Foam Fighting. You can find me at the links below.
Alright. I think that's all the time we have for now, as sucky as that is. So, as always, I'm Jack Sentinel. You can always reach me anywhere you want, or, you know, in your dreams and nightmares. But, specifically, Regalia Productions on Facebook.com and DeviantArt, and Twitter and Tumblr and wherever the heck else. Just look under a rock, you'll find me. And this is my friend Mike. And where can we reach you again?
Cosplay Foam Fighting on Facebook, or the links below.
Alright. And from all of us from Final Cosplay Corps to you, I'm Jax.
And I'm Mike.
And it's time to go.